Hey y'all, Todd Saylor, Wired Differently today. How's everything going? Wanted to talk to you about persuasion today. Persuasion's a big deal for Wired Differently people. Wired Differently people need to understand the art of persuasion. They need to understand the fact that persuasion is a fact of life. Persuasion, to a lot of people, seems like a dirty word. But I want to confront that term persuasion today, and I want to talk about the two types of persuasion. Two types of persuasion that exist, and they're the two M's. Persuasion is another word for sales. Sales has a negative connotation too at times. But I want to talk to you about the idea and the art of persuasion, and the fact that we all have to embrace the fact that we are persuaders. Wired Differently people don't shirk at confrontation. They decided that they are a lion, not a gazelle. And that we also have to deal with the fact that we have the gift of persuasion. Persuasion is a gift I have. Persuasion is something that I had to reckon with. I'm good at persuasion. I'm good at sales. And I think that you need to recognize that if you are going to be successful in life, you need to be good at sales and good at persuasion. All good relationships start with good communication and deal with good persuasion skills. But I think you need to understand, though, the art of persuasion and the idea of persuasion. So we don't get all worked up over this idea, oh, yeah, he just said he's a great persuader. Oh, my gosh, here we go again. But here's the dealio. The dealio is this. The two types of persuasion are simply this, the two M's. The first one is manipulation and motivation. The second one is obviously motivation. So if you're great at persuasion, if you're aware that you're a persuader and you're aware that you have to sell something, then you have to confess that you're in the persuasion game. Wired Differently people are in the persuasion game. So now if you know that you're in that role and you're willing to admit that that's part of you and your being and what you're doing, let's talk about the two types of persuasions openly, the two M's. Persuasion can be manipulative or it can be motivating. The good type of persuasion is motivation. The difficult type is manipulation. And it's incumbent on you as a Wired Differently individual to understand when you are drifting. And when you're drifting, you're using your skills, your sets, your craft for the bad. Your gift of persuasion needs to be used for the good. So if we know that manipulation is the M for persuasion for the bad, meaning that your only gain is for you in this persuasion or this sale or this communication of why somebody should do business or have a relationship with you is only for you and not for them, only for your outcome, only for the short side of the relationship. That's a manipulative persuasion action. But if your gift of persuasion is used to motivate somebody in a relationship decision or a sales decision for the greater good for everybody in concern, by divulging all things that are involved, by allowing them to make decisions and be involved in the decisions and make sure that they know the process is a legitimate process for the gain of everybody, then that's motivation. The two types of persuasion, manipulation, motivation. The two M's of persuasion, manipulation and motivation. Do you have the gift of persuasion? I think you do. Do you drift sometimes and leave certain facts out and lean towards maybe manipulating to get your point across? Or can you look at the facts and say, this is the best for you and for everyone, and this is why we're doing it, so come on board this train. I want to motivate you to do the right things. I want to not only motivate you to do the right things and recognize your persuasion gifts, but I also want to challenge you not to drift to that manipulative side.